dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 219 in the remote studio.
Remote?
How you doing? You got a fan going behind you.
It's hot.
Is it?
It's hot. Well, I mean, my house is air conditioned, but the room I'm in right now, the Studio L, is it's hot. It's just the hottest room in the house. It's like the very end of the line for the furnace or for the HVAC system, and it's just
And it gets beat by the sun on three walls, right?
It gets beat by the sun. Yep. So
yeah.
I mean, it's not unbearably hot, but it's definitely 5 or 6 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. So
well, I don't even have a fan or air conditioning, so there you go.
Yeah, and your walls look awfully bare. I think.
Very bare.
What are you sitting on a milk crate or something, or what?
No, sitting at the podcast table.
Well,
it's still here. I tried to sell it, but nobody wanted it. I said, hey, all these famous podcast guests have been here sitting around this table, and nobody wanted it.
No takers, huh?
No. Lorenzo's sad. He's very sad.
Well,
why are you so sad, Lorenzo?
Looking forward to a new life up in the mountains.
He's in transition. He's not sure what to think.
No?
I think he wants to come live with you.
Oh, that's fine. He can live here. I'm going to put him to work. He needs to learn how to munch on weeds in the backyard.
His diet is way beyond weeds. He's more of a filet mignon kind of donkey now.
Well, I got filet mignon weeds, so I can get some mallow.
Filet mignon weeds, yeah. Okay. Oh, freaking Beyond Burger.
That's right. Hey, did you get your lottery tickets?
No. Is there a lottery going on?
Oh,
what kind of lottery?
Mega Millions and Powerball are huge right now.
So huge. Huge. So what are the odds of winning? Do we know?
Like, I don't know. I thought I read someplace that it was like 20 million to 1 or something like that.
20 million to 1 to win the big jackpot.
Yeah, I think so.
And what's it up to? 900 million is what they're predicting.
It's 900 million cash value, $465 million.
So you could walk away with 465.
465. Okay, here's the chance. The odds of winning. Oh, I was way off.
That's what I thought. I'm like, there's no way it's 22 million.
1 in 292,201,338.
That sounds more like it. That's
1 in almost 300 million. That's wow.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance.
Well, yeah, there's 1 in a 292 million chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So if you took your money instead of buying a house and you bought 1 million tickets, you would have had still not a chance in hell.
Exactly. A little bit better chance than buying one ticket, I guess.
But then you'd be flat broke or
holy
rich.
Crap.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, this is going to drop after the drawing. It's on Monday. We're recording on Monday night, the 17th.
And there's a drawing tonight, right?
The drawing's tonight. So
all right. So if you don't hear from Chris or I,
yeah, you know what happened.
We're gone. She gone.
Well, Jason's gone anyway. So,
gone in more ways than one.
Hopefully, you all got your tickets and whatnot. So, yeehaw! Also, we want to remind our listeners that we have a contest going on. Jason, right?
That is correct. AOD, Ancient Order of the Deep.
That's right.
So you were supposed to go to the Instagram page and check that out. So tomorrow is your last day to enter to win, right?
You gotta be in it to 19th. Win it.
So yes, I had to do a little podcasting math there. So this episode will drop on the 18th. The 19th is your last chance.
That's right.
For romance, for AOD contest. Yep. So just go to the link, or well, I shouldn't say link. There is a post that I did back on July 5th. Yeah, enter to win. All you got to do is like us, Ancient Order of the Deep, and Dirtbag Clothing.
That's right. Dirtbag
And tag
clothing.
3 friends, right?
I don't have 3 friends.
Well, and get it, your odds of winning are very good, much better than the 900 million in the lottery. I will say that.
It was 300 million% or 1 in 300 million, but to win 900 million.
Yeah, to win 900 million. Well, there you go.
What the biggest buy-in on that is?
I don't know.
I don't
know.
Right.
But there you go. So Ancient Or the Deep for those fine hair care products, beard products, the dry shampoo leave-in conditioner, which I will be trying when I get out to the Rubicon this fall.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get out there before then.
Now your life is a little bit chaotic right now.
Chaos is an understatement. But yeah, anyways, it is what it is. So here we are. We're making it happen, Chris, as we always do.
That's correct.
Sometimes we're a day late and $1 short, but we'll be there.
I'm $2 short. Halfway in the bag too. So
see, yeah. So what else you got going on over there?
So just a couple things I want to congratulate or thank, and not congratulate, but thank all of our patrons. We had or not patrons, but Barrel Society members. We have a new.
Stop saying that.
We have a new Barrel Society member that just signed up. Super cool. We have Max from Mike and Max's Off-Road Podcast.
Max doesn't exist. How did he even sign up?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Maybe it's Lorenzo doing it. I don't know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. So he signed up.
Mike and Max's defunct podcast. He's back. I like it.
Back. That's right.
Well, welcome to a real podcast, Max. We're happy to have you.
Absolutely.
He also bought some fire extinguishers too.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I mean,
the hundreds are officially sold out. We do not have any more hundreds. And they were never on the website, but we announced them on the podcast. But of course, we have 50s. We always have 50s.
That's right.
Available.
Go to
anyways, yeah, so Max, right on. Well, thank you, Max, for your support.
Absolutely. Very cool. So, yeehaw.
Welcome to the Barrel Society. We got some cool stuff coming up.
That's right. We certainly do. We have a giveaway happening. So, yeah, if you're not a member of the Barrel Society, you should sign up. You can go to irate4x4.com. And, if you don't have an account with irate4x4.com, that's free to sign up with them. And if you want to, once you're in on Irate 4x4, you can go to the forums and you can scroll on down to scrolling. And you get to watch, listen, and discuss. And you'll see Snail Trail 4x4, Trail Chasers.
What?
And then Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast.
Oh, there it is. Yes, there it is. Okay, you were breaking up for a minute.
Oh, was I?
I barely hear you. Yeah.
Sorry about that. And if you click on Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast, which is us, you faithful listeners, and you can see all of our episodes are lined up there, and you can listen to them there. You can comment on them. Sometimes there's some lively discussions on certain topics we've had. And if you look over to the right side of the screen, you can see our big logo, and just below the logo is the way to support WWW Podcast. You can purchase the different tiers, TIERS, of to support the show, $5 to $10 and $20 per month.
Not liberal tiers.
No, not liberal tiers. Okay. No, not at all. Not at all.
Out there. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if your support's not required, but certainly welcome and appreciated.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. Keep this podcast going because it's hanging by a thread as we speak, but we're making it going.
As things that we said, I mean, life is crazy right now. I mean, between you selling,
what's
buying,
crazy
moving,
in your world?
Oh, geez, work. It's summertime. We were in a heat wave, all sorts of stuff going on. It looks like I'm going to be buying my daughter a car here pretty quick.
I thought she has a horse. Can't she ride the horse to school?
Well, it is Livermore. I mean, they get a hitching post outside the school and just wander up there. I guess you have to bring your own shovel, though, to pick up the poop.
Oh, you just put the bag on the back like they do in parades.
Just put the feed bag on the front and a poop bag on the back.
Yeah, exactly. Lorenzo needs one of those. Don't run off, Lorenzo.
Keep his mouth shut if you get him a feed bag.
I got to be careful. He's very sensitive right now.
Well, bring him up here. He can hang out in my backyard. I don't have a pool or a pond anymore.
I think your dog will eat him.
Maybe.
That vicious dog of yours.
She's totally lodging right now because it's hot and she needs to relax. So, hey, one of the things I did hear, and I heard it on a different podcast, and it concerned me a little bit. This kind of went down to power tools like DeWalt and Milwaukee, the battery power, the 20 volt or whatever brands there are, but and Ryobi, all the different cordless brands that compete against each other. One of the things I heard, they get stolen. You've heard about thieves walking into the Home Depots and the Lowe's, and they just grab them off the shelf and they
grab and go.
They just walk out, right? So one of the things I heard that is being thought about is to put in an RFID chip or some sort of technology into these things, that the tools are kind of inert, as in they do not operate until you pay at the cashier. They kind of scan them over a device that activates them, like a subscription type thing. And people got all fired up about it, saying, "Oh my God, that could, I mean, if you pay one price, you buy the device, buy the tool, buy the drill, buy the impact gun, whatever it is, and you get it activated at the point of sale terminal." But what could happen in the future is, like, they say, "Oh, you must pay a monthly or annual subscription to be able to use your tool and have it shut off." Have you heard anything like that? I mean, that's just something I heard recently.
I haven't heard anything about that, but I'm not a fan of subscription-based things operating. I got burned on Insteon, but yeah, there's it's always better to have stuff that is not subscription-based, right?
Well, for sure. I mean, I mean, there's kind of a precedent being set with this stuff. I mean, with Tesla has a lot of subscription-based stuff for their cars. You think about like Sirius XM, the satellite radio service. I heard at one point BMW, or one of the European manufacturers.
Yeah, you talked about that.
Was going to do a subscription for heated seats.
Yeah, that's silly. No, you're right in the middle of a home project and your skill saw stops working because you didn't make a payment last month.
You didn't pay your $9.99 a month payment?
No, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if any of our listeners have heard that or have any input on it, that'd be super cool to hear back. But it definitely caught my attention. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that would suck. I mean, you pay $150 or $200 for a tool, and then they just it's the gift that keeps on taking, or and yeah, like you said, subscription based shit is no good.
No, I did go to, because I go to Home Depot, a bunch of different Home Depots throughout the week for work stuff. And I did notice this one that's in a, how should we say, a questionable neighborhood. And man, they had everything chained down in that store that was within running distance of the front door. It was crazy. I was like, holy smokes. And, it sucks because, I want to go in and get my stuff and get out.
Yeah.
Well, now if I buy something that's behind a locked cage, God help you if you can find somebody in an orange apron.
You got to hit that button, right, to request help, and they never show up.
Then you got to wait for them to come over, get it, and then they got to walk it to the front, counter, and what a hassle. But and then this whole self-checkout thing is another. I mean, it's even at our local grocery store now.
Oh yeah.
Everything's been converted over to this, and I want to know what the delta. There's got to be somebody figured this out. One of the bean counters that figured out that this is more economical having self-checkout than an employee, because there's a loss, right? People don't ring something up. You got one person standing there monitoring, but they can't catch everything. I did it. There was something, I don't know what it was off the top of my head. But I went and I was you can take things out of your cart. Not everything has to go on the counter, that weighs it or whatever. So some stuff you can just scan with a gun.
Sure.
And so I had like that's what it was. It was some sliced cheese. So, like a pack of sliced cheese for sandwiches. And I had like bag salad on top of it. So I scan all the bag salad and everything. And then as I was going to unload in the truck, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't scan the cheese. So I went back, in and said, hey, I didn't scan this. Oh, hey, thanks for your honesty. And, rang it up. And I needed ice too. So I grabbed ice and then off I go. But, how many people do that? And what's the loss ratio must be far less than what it costs to have an employee there. I don't know. And especially Home Depot with all the nuts and bolts and stuff.
for sure. I would think that there is a pretty good savings. I mean, because like at our Home Depot or Lowe's, Home Depot and Lowe's are the same. You got 4 terminals for with one person instead of 4 cashiers at, call it $18 an hour or whatever. You have one cashier, one supervisor, one attendant for making $20 an hour or whatever they're making. And that's it, But again, you're right. I mean, the stuff that gets missed. I mean, look at Costco. I mean, you don't walk out of a Costco without somebody, checking your basket or your cart.
Well, yeah, and then they're also checking. They have self-checkout at Costco now.
Correct.
And Costco's super efficient. They do things right. And I was in line to do self-checkout, and there was a lady there checking your ID. Your photo on the back of your Costco card, because a lot of people have been using other people's cards because you're not going to a live cashier,
right?
And then so that's the way they're curbing that little workaround right there. But anyways, yeah, pretty darn interesting.
Well, you can't go to the self-checkout at the supermarket or at Costco if you have alcohol in your cart.
No self-checkout alcohol. Now, I not knowing this, I know this now, but I had Costco. I threw a bottle of wine or something in there, bourbon, I'm sure it was, and I was in self-checkout, and I, scan it, and it's all whoop, whoop, whoop. And the lady was right there. She goes, "Oh, you can't do alcohol here, but here, give it to me, check out. I'll go ring you up and then come over and pay for it over here." So I wasn't the first idiot that did that, but yeah, that sucks. But the other thing
I've done the same thing. I mean, I've done it at Safeway. I'm like, "Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, whatever. I don't need this. So
yeah. But so the other time, so just yesterday, I was at Home Depot getting some lumber, some 12-foot long boards. And, to go through the self-checkout, there's not much room to maneuver a cart full of 12 feet of lumber, right? And then you got to make like a hard left turn to get out of the store, and there's no way. So, then they got and I've got a commercial card because we buy so much stuff there. And so they have a commercial lane.
Sure.
But of course, on the weekends, it's free for all and everybody gets in that lane. There was one checker in the store at the commercial lane. There was no other checkers. Everything else was self-checkout. And I'm like, oh God, this sucks. I had to wait. And then of course, people were just so slow paying, not knowing how to pay, I guess, or swipe.
Well, they're not prepared. Cash. It's like, oh, I got to find my credit card, or I'm going to write it, or I'm going to write it.
No, you're in line to purchase something. You have your card or cash available.
No, I want to write a check.
Don't write a check. Don't write a check. Anyways, okay, that's enough about that.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of purchases, I did buy an enclosed trailer. Did I talk about that on the podcast?
I don't think so. I don't think you have.
So this has been a long time dream of mine to have an enclosed trailer because they're just badass. And, all the different places we go to year round, and with the buggy being wide open and the Jeep and stuff, you're traveling through weather. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I went down to King of the Hammers and I wrapped the seats up with plastic bags and tarps to keep the seats somewhat dry.
Remember that one year, like 3 years ago, we were driving down a fucking typhoon?
Dumped. And then, the ham radio is like water resistant, but it's not prepared for a downpour, trailing behind a camper that's throwing up all kinds of water. But anyways, so I'm like, I want an enclosed trailer, but didn't have anywhere to store it. And I wasn't going to pay the whatever monthly storage fee it'd be to sit on some parking lot somewhere. So I an opportunity arose where I could purchase this trailer, and boom, I got a nice trailer, nice race trailer. So it's a Charmac, and it works really well. I put it to the test this weekend, and I was super happy with how it towed. And everything. I got the buggy in it last night. That's why I went and bought the lumber to make some ramps, because I got to drive, just the tires just barely hit the wheel wells on either side. The buggy, everything else will fit in between. But I'm like, well, I better make some ramps to go up and over, just some wooden ones to just see how things lay out. I'm going to make metal ones eventually, just to get everything working for right now. So my goal is to bring it up to Sierra Trek. I got to relocate the jack because of the camper. So there's a crossbar.
Mhm.
I'm going to modify that, and I got an electric jack for it. And then I need a small extension. I need like 8 inches. Just 8 more inches is all I need.
Did you look at the
giggity.
torque lift one, or
I could not find one that was only 8, 10 inches, 12 inches would
what's
work.
Their shortest one?
Yeah, they don't. Good luck. See if you can find something, but I couldn't find anything on their website. I looked high and low. I did find a Reese hitch, but what I got to do is go from 3-inch. That's what the Ford Super Duties come stock with, a 3-inch receiver. So I want to use the girth of the 3-inch and not neck it down to 2-inch, because I could get 2-inch extensions all day long. Hell, I could have Tyler make me one, but I said, hey, I want a nice strong hitch here. I want to go into the 3-inch and then reduce it down to 2.5 for my receiver, or my weight distributing hitch. So I think I'm going to go to my local metal yard. I was supposed to go there today, didn't make it, but I want to go take a look. I think I can get some a rounded tube stock that will fit in there real nice with the rounded corners and make my own. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. So, unless you can find me one.
I'm looking right now. I'm going to see. I'm not going to do it on the air, but
you're not? Well, let's just sit here and wait. Lorenzo's waiting. He's pounding his hooves. Waiting.
I'm let's see. Do your steps running boards go? They don't go all the way to the bed, do they? Or they're just under the cab?
Running board? What are you talking about?
You're extending running boards. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It doesn't. What the fuck?
Well, it's asking all these questions.
Well, yeah, because you're looking up torque lift, and that's for cab over campers, you dum dum.
No, they have hitch extensions, dude.
I know they do, but we don't need it. You're like O'Reilly Auto right now. I'm looking for a.
Well, I don't have a choice.
Oil filter for my truck, and you ask what color the truck is.
I got to go through all these choices. So,
is it a 2-door or 4-door? It doesn't make a difference.
Okay, here we are.
What size engine doesn't make a difference?
Hitch extensions.
Is that an automatic or a manual? They don't make manuals, so it's an automatic.
Let's see here.
Does it have turn signals? Yes, it does.
I saw something.
Yeah. Good luck.
About a hitch.
Good luck, players.
And,
Anyways, nice trailer. So I'm modifying it, and I hope to have it at Trek. I don't know. It's a scary road to drive in on. You might damage it. It might blow apart. That's why I want to test it out there, because it is a rough road going over snowbanks and trenches and gullies and washouts, and then an occasional bear runs in front of you. Coyote. I've had a coyote run across that road in front of me. So it's scary. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
Yeah. Last we heard, there was still snow on Motorhome Hill.
Yeah, it's melting quick though, and in this heat, it should be good.
Yeah.
John's been in there like 3 or 4 times working on the wells. So Trek is happening. You'll be able to get into Trek. Oh, yeah. And even if you don't have a rig or don't want to go 4-wheeling like Chris, just go up there and hang out and have some fun.
Oh, I'd love to go 4-wheeling.
Chris isn't going to go 4-wheeling or have a camper. What the hell's up with that?
Well, my mom's birthday, family comes first. So
there you go.
So
you should bring your mom up there, and I will serenade her on the dance floor there.
No, I'm not doing
that. Yeah, that would be a hell of a party.
I'm not doing that.
You wouldn't have, look, you just instant party, just bring mom.
Oof.
She'd get free drinks at the bar all night long.
Yikes. Now you're freaking me out, man.
Yeah, we'll just get the dolly, and we'll just wheel her back to camp.
Jesus Christ.
It'll be great.
All right, moving on. So yeah, Sierra Trek's going to happen. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Is signups closed on that, or is it? Can you still sign up?
I don't, Chris. Come on. Yes, you can still sign up.
All right, cool.
It's not August yet.
If you haven't signed up, go ahead and sign up. There's plenty of space.
Go to cal4wheel.org, and a Sierra Trek comes up right away, and you can sign up.
Perfect.
On the website, and reserve your food, because they have very, very limited meals. It's from when people cancel at the last minute or whatever. But if you want to eat all the good grub, you need to get registered early. Yeah. Because when the food registration closes, then that's it. It's closed.
Yeah. I mean, a few years ago, I was able to score one of the people that had canceled, and I just bought that on at the campsite there, and I was lucky because I hadn't planned on. I just showed up, so
Yeah, that's
I was
rare,
able to
though.
get into the meal plan.
Don't count on that.
No, don't count on it. So, but cool, right on. What else? You got your trailer?
I got something.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm no longer a California resident.
Oh yeah.
No longer own a house in California.
Well, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yes. Finally got a Nevada residence.
So you closed on your place today.
Closed on the place today. So I will be living in Minden, Nevada.
So when are you going to be sleeping in that house?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
That's why Lorenzo's freaking out right now. It's
freaking out,
Lorenzo.
man.
Freaking out. A lot more room for you to roam around. And some of your fellow brethren are right around the corner there now, so you don't have to travel to Mexico anymore.
He may run into the BLM land and you never see him again.
He will enjoy that. I think he will. That will be good to roam free. He needs. He's been losing some weight, but he needs to lose more, so that should help. The hot summer, he should be sweating off some of that water weight there. It'd be good.
Alcohol weight.
Yeah. So No, he's been good.
Right.
He has. Look, he's flipping you off right now, Chris. Oh, Chris is flipping. Oh, Lorenzo, he's laughing. He goes, "Oh, silly Chris." So we, made the move. So I'm in the process of moving. That's why my life has been all chaotic, and anxiety has lifted now because the real estate game is it is a game. It is a real life monopoly. And I mean, from just having sold my house and you got, oh my God, California trying to sell a house. There's so much paperwork. It is unbelievable. And then buying a house in Nevada, piece of cake. I mean, it's like, I'd venture to say 1/10 of the paperwork to buy a house in Nevada as it is buying a house in California.
Well, there's still title searches and background stuff.
There's still the basic stuff, but that's it. I mean, there's not this, I don't even want to get started on all the little, does your house have lead paint, or asbestos or, oh my God.
Is it in a floodplain? Is it in
earthquake zone and all that stuff.
Mudslide, landslide.
Exactly. So there was all these little things, and as a seller, you're in a very you don't have a whole lot of ground to stand on. I mean, you can't back out of the deal like the buyer can back out of the deal on you at the last minute. I mean, there's parameters and stuff, but it's just crazy. So then looking for a place in Nevada, and I looked at over 75 homes in Nevada. I mean, some beautiful places and some real questionable, like, how did anybody ever live here places. But I mean, I got to know all the different, neighborhoods and little nuances of Gardnerville and Minden and Genoa and awesome. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful valley. And so anybody that's listening that doesn't know that area, it's basically a half an hour from Lake Tahoe. You go up over Kingsbury Grade and Lake Tahoe's right there. So you get the best of both worlds. You get to enjoy the lake, but you don't have to live there and all the traffic and stuff. And have a Nevada tax advantage.
Yeah, but all your neighbors are going, oh, fucking other Californians moving into the neighborhood.
I'll tell you, my plates are coming off as soon as possible. I've already got an appointment with the DMV, and that is really going to solidify this whole thing in my mind. Is like when I take that California plate off and put the Nevada plate on. I'm looking for ideas.
2 years at a time, or is it 1 year at a time there?
I think it's just 1 year at a time.
I think 'cause Oregon might be 2 years at a time.
Yeah. It's just 1 year as far as I understand it. So I've already got my DMV appointment and I got all my ducks in a row to get everything registered. And I'm thinking of personalized plate for the truck. They have like 40 different plates, like designs, right? Like you can, the Wildlife Conservatory and, of course, Lake Tahoe and all this stuff. And, but I think I'm going to go with the Wildlife Conservatory for the truck and then get something. I don't know. What did you do for your? You went W3 podcast on the Jeep.
W3 podcast. You could go like Good Riddance, GDRDNCE or something like that.
How about FU, Callie?
I don't think that.
I wonder if that would fly.
No, I think I saw on the news the other day somebody had a license plate that was, what was it? Go home or so, California, go back or something.
Yeah.
It was something.
The guy had it for over 20 years. Actually, one of my friends knows the individual that had that plate in Nevada, and he's fighting it. He's fighting it because all it took was one Karen to complain, then the DMV had to do an investigation, and so that's what's the process. And he's like, this is bullshit. I've had this for 20 years, and you get one person Karen that complains. Now we got to shut it all down, cancel culture this shit.
Well, and it happened to me. I mean, my original Janine, my wife, tried to get a custom plate for my Jeep that was Jeep on rocks. Jeep, I guess JPON RCKS or something to that effect, or something along those lines. And they got denied because I think they saw they thought it was like Japan Rocks or something, or
Japan Rocks.
Japan on Rocks. I don't know. It's like, come on, look at the context, people. It's a Jeep,
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I mean, I could understand if it was like FCKU or whatever, but whatever. We're just too sensitive nowadays. But W3PD podcast is my plate on the Wrangler, which is, I think, pretty cool. But you do pay an additional fee for that on an annual basis for the personalized plates.
Yeah, but it's still cheaper than paying for California registration on the vehicle. So I'm like, well, shit, I could do a personalized plate. So if anybody has any ideas for a personalized plate, shoot them over. Hit me up on the IG, DM me there, or you can, of course, do a email, Jason at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com.
That's right.
Yeah. I was looking, it's like, go home, go back to Cali or something.
Something along those lines. I saw it on either Facebook or Instagram, but or maybe it would have been actually.
It hit the local news. It's coming up right here. Standing by. Oh my gosh, so much stuff here. Oh no, I can't take that phone call right now. She just kicked me out. Am I still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. This stupid phone kicks out the computer. Here it is. GOBK number 2 CA. Go back to California. Nevada plate. There
that's not offensive to anybody.
No, go back to California.
I mean, I like living in California, but
I did. I just can't afford it anymore, so that's why I quit.
I can afford it.
Yeah, I know you can because you got Chris money.
That's hashtag Chris money. Go buy your lottery tickets, people.
Get the lottery ticket and buy a house out by me in Minden, Nevada. Go live the good life.
I'm going to buy all the houses around you and just
plow
build
them down. Build a moat.
And buy a herd of cattle and have them graze out there.
You can have horses, but no cattle right there.
I can do whatever I want with $500 million.
Wow, look at you. That's the right attitude, Mr. Musk.
Mr. Musk, that's right. So, anyway, you got anything else?
Oh, no, that's it. Just, moving.
Just easy. Moving. Well, exciting for you.
I got a lot of good friends that have helped out. Brian, good friend of the podcast, and Ray, and man, they kicked ass on Saturday. So we got a few more moves left, and then I can get stuff situated up there.
They helped you move. It was 114.
It was 103, 110 going through Sacramento.
Whew.
But traffic was good, and we got there as the sun was going down, so it was quite pleasant. And driving in an air conditioned truck for 4.5 hours, no problem. So it was very, very nice. So I am trying Amazon. So I know I'm going to give up some of my big city benefits here of being in Silicon Valley, and that's I can order something from Amazon in the morning and it'll be here in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I needed a little forklift mirror, round forklift mirror, 5-inch mirror. It's just a round mirror that I want to try in the buggy that will mount up high on the driver's side, but inside. So when I roll, I keep breaking, my driver's side mirror. I don't break the passenger side.
Don't roll.
It's a buggy thing, Chris. It's just, it happens. And with these people I wheel with, it just, gets a little spicy at times. And so I thought, okay, I'll get this mirror and mount it up. I got plenty of room. I kind of held up the other broken mirror that I had, and I go, fuck, that's a perfect spot for it. It won't break. Because, I gotta be able to see who's behind me, because like Ozzy and stuff tries to follow me, and if I'm not looking back and he's rolled upside down on fire, I want to know. So I gotta make sure I can keep an eye on my friends behind me. So if I got to break out the element or not,
right.
So okay, it is a little chrome mirror, $12 for this silly little mirror. Okay. With a mount. Put it in the cart. Go to checkout. Whoop, 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 whoop. Not for sale or use in California.
A mirror. Really?
A mirror. A 5-inch round mirror.
That's stupid.
Are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, reason number 1,728 why I am out of California.
What is that, like a Prop 65 thing? It's got to be. I mean,
does it have lead in it? What the fuck? I don't know.
That makes no. It's a mirror. It's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
It's plastic.
It's a mirror. It's
stupid.
It's a mirror. So I said, okay, well, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put my new address in Mendon, Nevada. Shoop. Be there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no.
So I'm going to see.
I have stuff shipped to my mom in Reno sometimes.
I figured, if when I show up to my house, if there's a small box, well, no, it might be a very large box because you saw my Instagram post of the item I purchased, and the box was like 7 times the size of the box that it was in.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh God! It was like, are you kidding me? Are you guys really that lazy? Was that the only box you had around to box that thing up?
Probably so they don't lose it on the truck or something.
And why does it even need to be boxed when it's got a real nice box around? Just slap the damn label on it and send it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The efficiency there, I don't understand that, but obviously they're making money, so they got it figured out. But yeah, so we'll see if this mirror that couldn't be shipped to California shows up on my doorstep in Nevada.
Oh, it will. It's just that I can understand like something that's gasoline powered or whatever, because that all the bans on that stuff happening here in our state, but something it's inert like a fucking mirror. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Just none whatsoever. So anyway,
yeah.
Well,
bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Adios,
that's awesome.
Kelly.
Hopefully I'm going to see your place in a couple of weeks when I do the help on the final day of your move.
Are you? Final
weekend of your move. Yeah, I'll be up there for that.
Well, that's nice. Okay. I'll put you down on the RSVP list here. I also got online a little harness for Lorenzo so he could pull packages around the house and stuff to help with the move.
Is that in his contract, his union
he's
contract?
Not real happy about it, but I said he's got to start pulling his own weight, literally.
He didn't slap out his union contract and show it to you?
Nope, all that's null and void now. He lost all that in Mexico. He lost all his privileges there.
The International Brotherhood of Asses?
Wow, the Brethren of Asses. He was one of the charter members too, and he's
a founding
lost
ass.
It all.
Founding ass.
There you go. All right. Well, that is all I have, and I need to get back to packing. So thanks for playing.
All right. If you want to
short and sweet,
if you want to get a hold of Jason or Chris, you can email us at Jason or Chris at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. Don't forget about our webpage, www.wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, where you see all of our past episodes. Of course, links to our merch and links to the Element fire extinguisher. And you can also get a hold of us or follow us on the gram at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. And never, ever forget about our phone number. What is that, Jason? What is that phone number? You remember?
408. It's a 408-800-5169. 408-800-5169. Well, no, I was looking something else up here because I thought there was one more thing I needed to discuss here.
We
have a couple voicemails.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-mm. See, I triggered a memory right there.
You triggered a memory. So let's go ahead and go check out these voicemails, shall we? Get caught up here. You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready, but let's do it.
Another celebrity here.
Celebs.
Here we go.
You know, fellas, this is getting a bit much. Okay, it's Tuesday. And here I was on my break, waiting for the podcast to drop. Nothing, no one, nobody, no thing, no cast of the pod. You see, it's crazy, but sometimes I have a lot of time. And today, well, I was really looking forward to spending my time listening to your banter. However, you guys delayed. And then, God forbid, you try and blame it on the ass. This ass, it just gives it up to you all the time, this ass. And, you just stick it to him. You stick it to the ass. It's not good.
Oh, my
It's not very
God.
good at all. So then I was, Tuesday, waiting, and nothing. So, you guys, I don't know what the slacking is, but bastards now have to wait for another podcast a whole day, these hours, these 24 hours. It's crazy, really. The time passes so slowly sometimes, and yet here we are. Anyway, as my friend Joey Diaz would say, get it together, bitch.
Well, there you go. That is
Wow.
awesome. Christopher Walken calling it again. Big fan of the podcast.
He's
We're a
pretty
big
cool.
fan of him. And quite a lengthy message there, Chris.
He kind of threw us under the bus there.
He was referring to when we were a day late. We were a day late back at the end of June. And
Yep.
sorry about that. But it almost happened this time, and we're making it happen. Making it happen because you know what? You know what our motto is here, Chris, right?
We give till it hurts.
We give till it hurts. Yes. Okay, here's another one.
Oh, another one.
Hey, this is a shit show. Kind of disappointed. Thought my good friend Jason Green could have been because Chris kept cutting him off and stuff during his stories, but whatever. I guess our hospitality up in Minden, California.
Minden,
Or
California.
Minden, Nevada, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Goddamn.
How deep into the jack is
I
he?
guess our hospitality wasn't that great. Just hot dogs and burgers and bourbon. We didn't even get a mention. I know we are driving the rubber band juice coupe, but
right.
we did
That's
take
right.
him out to have a good time. His last night of being free before he had to go back to San Jose. But all right, well, jackasses, have a good time. Talk to you later.
All right. So he was referring to on my way back home. I called him up because they were heading up to go ride their rubber band douche coupes, as he put it. And I said, "Hey, I'll come say hi to everybody." Well, I ended up going out on a ride with them and went kind of fortuitously past my new house, and we went up to this place called Rocky Top. It's about 15 minutes from my house, and one of those rock mosquitoes there. And I was like, wow, this is badass, So yeah, Kent, our buddy Kent lives right down the street. So now he's going to be my neighbor.
Well, there you go.
So that's cool. So yeah, it was they're trying to convert me over. It might happen here, being this close to open land now. I might have to check into one of those douche coupes. We'll see. All right.
Just say no.
Here we go. Let's see. We got one more. Holy smokes. Well,
Really?
Thanks, Brian, for calling in. Here's another one. Let's see who's called in here. And let's see. It's a 484 area code. Where is that?
China.
China. It's in China. If I can get it to play. There it goes.
Hey boys, Amish Joe here. Public service announcement. Old Elk limited edition pourers are now at Costco in Southern California. Again, Old Elk limited edition with the elk pours are at Costco.
Woohoo!
Take care, guys.
Well, hey, there's a hot tip there. That just that's fresh. That's hot off the press there. Just got that voicemail. So,
Southern California.
I wonder if they must be gold. The gold elk pours.
I've got like
silver was a couple years ago. So,
shit.
That's a good deal. Got to check that out if you're down in SoCal.
That's
where
right.
it's probably really hot down there.
Yeah.
Hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Ooh, you had to go there.
So it's an Alan Jackson song.
All
right. With that, you got all our good stuff out of the way there, right? How they get a hold of us?
I did.
Before I rudely interrupted you.
I triggered a memory.
You triggered a memory, and you're triggering another memory right now that I haven't had any bourbon yet.
Yeah.
So,
well, you're packing.
With that,
we're out.